Steve Yzerman provided a new meaning for Boxing Day on Thursday when he announced that, well, Coach Derek Lalonde can come in and box up his office. I'm Frank Seravalli, Daily Faceoff Hockey Insider, with a quick news update for you on this Thursday, December 26th. Derek Lalonde out as head coach of the Detroit Red Wings, replaced by Todd McLellan. Let's start with breaking down how we arrived at this point for Lalonde and the Red Wings. Well, they lost 3 straight heading into the holiday break, which included a 3-day hiatus from the rink, December 24th, 5th, and 6th. Facilities are closed. So a 3-game losing streak coupled with the Red Wings holding up 15th place in the Eastern Conference. They've scored the fewest goals in the East. They also have the worst goal differential at the holiday break in the East, in a year in which the Red Wings were expected to take a bit of a step forward this year. They should have been in competition with the Buffalo Sabres, who are one of the teams that are right below them in the standings, but also the Ottawa Senators, who have found their way in a playoff spot so far this year. Increased expectations, decreased results, and that kind of explains what Lalonde's tenure was like for the most part. Just hovering a little bit over a 500 points percentage in a year, again, in which the Red Wings made some additional changes. They brought back Patrick Kane. This is a team that should have taken a step forward with some of their younger players. So what's going to be really interesting to watch is Todd McLellan coming in. Can his structure, certainly a very disciplined forecheck that was in place in Los Angeles, maybe the players didn't love it, but they saw results, and maybe that will help prop up this Red Wings defense core, which is really quite thin. So McLellan rejoins the Red Wings organization, and you have to understand his connection here with Steve Yzerman. He was one of the assistants under Mike Babcock for Steve Yzerman's last NHL season. Then he remained as an assistant for 2 additional years beyond that when the Red Wings won the Stanley Cup in 2008. And then McLellan moved on to become head coach of the San Jose Sharks. But all the while, Steve Yzerman was VP of hockey operations for the Red Wings. Reminder that this is a somewhat rare move for Detroit. This is the first time since the Red Wings have fired a coach in season since way back in 1986. This is not something that typically happens under the Ilitch family. They like to give everyone some runway to get things done. Lalonde out after parts of 3 seasons, but it kind of felt like this coaching change could be seen from a mile away. Everyone had wondered, what exactly is Steve Yzerman up to? He hadn't been very active on the trade front, the best that we can tell. Beyond that, this team seemed to be floundering a bit. You look at certainly the last handful of games heading into the holiday break, they seem to be pretty lifeless. So perhaps McLellan will come in and give this team the same coaching bump that we've seen so far this year from Joe Sacco and the Boston Bruins have enjoyed. Also, Montgomery and the work that he's done with the St. Louis Blues. So the coaching changes have been good. You saw that as well for another flailing team, the Chicago Blackhawks, with Anders Sorensen. Just provide some fresh perspective, new life as well. So Derek Lalonde and assistant coach Bob Boughner, they're given an extended holiday to close out this season from the Detroit Red Wings, and we'll see what kind of magic Todd McLellan can make with the Red Wings now back into the fold, joined by longtime assistant coach Trent Yawney, who had been with him for 2 previous stops in both San Jose and Los Angeles. Thanks for joining us for our Daily Faceoff news update on this Thursday, December 26th. If you enjoyed this video, you can get a whole lot more where that came from. Join us Monday to Friday on Daily Faceoff Live, 12 noon Eastern time, with my co-host, Tyler Yaremchuk. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Seravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.